The lineup that Ryan Vogelsong will be facing looks like this. It'll be the very tough Carpenter in the leadoff spot, then Piscotty, Peralta, and Hayward back in the lineup. Yadier Molina this season against the Giants, he's done well, followed by Wong, Pham, and Brandon Moss, and then Lance Lynn will hit ninth.
On the hill today for the Giants will be Ryan Vogelsong. 2011 All-Star, making his 21st start of the year. 9-9 with a 4.05 ERA. 96 strikeouts in 120 innings. When you take your at-bats against Vogelsong, you're going to see a lot of fastballs. When he's right, they'll be on the corners with two types of movement. They give you a curveball, slider, and a changeup. Lifetime against these Cardinals, 5-6 with a 5.18 ERA. The last time he saw them in St. Louis, August 18th, he was fantastic. 6 strong innings, 2 hits allowed, and 1 walk. He shut him out through those 6 innings with 5 strikeouts. He knows the Cardinal team well.
So here's Carpenter. Carpenter last night went 1 for 4. He scored a run. Very tough out. And the first pitch of the ball game is on its way. And Vogelsong right into the strike zone. And he gets a foul back and out of play. So he started at 106. Carpenter overall, average is down, power numbers are up. Hitting at 258. Duffy in on the edge of the grass at third. And it's 0-2. There's a lot of movement on that pitch.
Two-seam fastball, good one.
See, the umpire crew tonight, it's Morales, Cooper, Holbrook, Gibson, Morales behind the dish.
And Morales, a low ball umpire, but he will look for strikes. He's a good pitcher's ump. What you get in the first inning, it's usually the same all the way through however long this game will go. Very consistent zone.
High fastball, and this game gets started with a strikeout.
Check out the defense playing behind Ryan Vogelsong today for the Giants, starting in the outfield from left to right. It'll be Aoki, Blanco, and Bird. Adrianza and Duffy will be on the left side of the infield. And Tomlinson and Belt will patrol the right side. And Andrew Susak, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs. Buster Posey getting an off day. Brandon Crawford, another day that he will not be in the lineup. Feeling better.
Here's Stephen Piscotty, the local kid, and he takes a pitch wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Piscotty from Pleasanton, went to Foothill High School. And he's starting to show signs that he's going to be a pretty good player in this league. There's a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Johnny Peralta on deck, chalking up, getting ready.
Scotty with 4 home runs, 22 runs batted in. As Vogelsong tries to extend that strike zone and just misses.
Subtle movement on that cut fastball, running away from Piscotty. What we've seen from Piscotty, for a tall hitter, he hits the inside pitch well. And he'll go foul line to foul line. He'll hit the ball all over, depending on where you pitch him.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
And the pitch usage that Vogelsong has employed this year, fastball 51% of the time, and we can also throw a cutter in there. I mean, that's basically 71% of the time you're going to see a hard pitch, and then the curveball is his best off-speed stuff, and then a changeup. He'll throw any of those at any time.
So Peralta the follow, it's 3-2. Day baseball here at the corner of 3rd and King. Fouled out of play. Vogelsong threw that pitch that was just going to hit the outside corner. And Piscotty fouled it off to waste a good pitch. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield straightaway with the exception of Blanco, who's a bit towards right center field. Foul back again. So Vogelsong staying away. As if telling Piscotty that if you're going to hurt me, it's going to be to right field.
And they're knee-high locations, too. It's not like he's throwing them at the belt. And these are really good location pitches. And they get it in situation. He didn't want to walk anybody here in the first.
And a healthy rip, and it stays 3-2. Peralta to follow. Cardinals come in 6-4 in their last 10 games. This guy's got the right idea.
That's a winning combination right there.
Is that breakfast, you think?
Yep.
3-2 pitch. And he walked him. So here's Peralta. Peralta hitting at .279 with 16 big flies, 58 driven in. Adrianza, Tomlinson at double play depth. And a strike, and it's 0-1. So first pitch for Vogelsong out of the stretch. Cardinals are 36-27 on the road. And they played really well against the National League West, where they're 21-11. Outside to Peralta, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, this guy's got almost a match. He needs to cut a finger off, and he'd have the match to the glove in left center.
I don't know about that web. I think that's duct tape. That's a veteran right there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good glove.
It's been a glove and it's been a base at some point in his career.
So Vogelsong's rubbing up the baseball. Who's older, the glove or the guy?
Oh, the glove.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Probably by 30 years. He's got an antique on his hand.
On the ground, Duffy to Tomlinson to Belt, double play, and that's going to end the inning. Giants are coming up. It'll be Aoki, Duffy, and Belt. Bird is going to hit cleanup. Then it'll be Blanco, Kelby Tomlinson, who's been red hot in his last 2 games. Pretty special for all of us. Susac, Adrianza, and then Vogelsong.
On the hill today for the Cardinals will be the veteran Lance Lynn. And when you take your at-bats against Lynn, you're going to see big-time sink. This is his 25th start. He's 10-8 with a 2.94 ERA. But you see the strikeout total, 146, 140 and 2/3. That means he's more than just a sinker baller. Yes, he will put a lot of balls on the ground, but his curveball slider combination is a good one. He'll also throw a changeup at you.
Yeah. Probably not a bad spot.
Gamer Babes on a boat.
Although they're not in the park, which would be a better spot.
Yeah, but they're here. They're within the aura of the yard.
So here's Aoki hitting .296. 1 for 4 last night. And he takes low. He's 4 for 14 against Lance Lynn. And it's low again, 2-0. Duffy and then Belt. Giants have won 3 straight. They're 10 games over 500. There's a strike. Aoki taking all the way. It's 2-1. They're 38-25 at home, so they really have stretched it out at home. Gabe Morales having a few words here. He's having words with somebody.
Well, Aoki is digging in on that back line. We thought Molina, he was stepping perhaps out of the box.
Hit out to left field for Piscotty. And Piscotty makes the catch. 1 out, and here's Duffy.
Let's take a look at the Cardinals defense starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Piscotty, Pham, and Hayward. Good arms on the corners with Piscotty and Hayward. Peralta and Carpenter will be on the left side of the infield. Wong and Moss on the right side. And Yadier Molina, he'll be in the squad putting down the signs. He never takes a day off against the Giants.
Here's Duffy. Duffy looks at a strike, hitting at 305. 1 for 4 in the game last night. He's got 10 home runs. He's got 60 driven in.
Lynn trying to establish that fastball. He's a big guy, 6'5", 240. 28 years old, 4-year veteran. And you take a look at how he uses his pitches. He's going to ride that fastball a lot. And if you throw the cutter on, that's 94% of the time you're going to see something thrown at you that's hard. And he also has the curveball and a splitter. Splitter is kind of a show pitch. Basically sinker, cutter, go get him.
And that runs inside to Duffy. It's 2-2. Belt on deck. Base hit, right field. He can hit.
He really can hit, and that's the approach you have to have with Lynn. You're going to get a crossfire delivery, and he works that outside corner a lot. If you try and pull him, you play right into his hand. But for Matt Duffy, who's got an outstanding approach to the right side of his field, I mean, that really plays into his strength. So it's strength on strength, and this time Duffy wins round 1.
So here's Belt. It's a good trio right there.
Yeah, there goes Panic, Pence, and Bumgarner.
Belt at 276. 2 hits last night for Brandon Belt. And he drives one down the right field line, foul.
Good play, but they got to work on that high five. It's just not quite there yet. Belt digging one out. I mean, that's right where Lynn wanted it. It's right there, up and in. And the Belt just spins on it.
Stays away. It's a ball and a strike. On deck is Marlon Byrd. I don't know. The one pitch that Lynn came in on, Belt smoked it, and since then he stayed away. It's 2-1.
I think that's exactly what he's thinking. Guy hits a ball that you make your pitch with 94 miles per hour on it, and movement boring in on a guy who's 6'5", and he turns on it like that. You got to believe he's looking for in.
3-1.
And it kind of took the whole game plan that they had against Belt and just kind of canned it. Marlon Byrd awaits his turn.
See what Duffy does. 3-1. He does not go, and it's ball 4.
So he never went back inside again.
He did not.
All right, time now for our AT&T U-verse rewind. Last night, Marlon Byrd, 8th career grand slam. He hit it off of Michael Wacha. It was Bird's first career hit off of Wacha. He had an 0 for 17 going into that at bat. The Giants' 8th grand slam this season. It sets a franchise record, and that is our AT&T U-verse rewind.
So here's Byrd. Bird 2 for 3 lifetime against Lynn, and a swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. At third is at second is Duffy. At first is Belt. Out of play, so it's 0-2. So Lynn going right after Marlon Byrd. Giants making a little noise here in the first. I'd love to cash in. Lynn at the belt. He looks to second. And he throws a strike to Bird, and Bird fouls it out of play. So not a whole lot of finesse in this at bat from either guy.
Well, that's Lance Lynn, though. I mean, he's a power arm, and he's going to come at you with a lot of power. Fastballs that sink, fastballs that cut.
See where Molina sets up in, and it's 1-2. It was there. So Lynn gets the sign from Yadier Molina, and the pitch. Taps it foul, so Bird stays alive.
Off his foot. Bird uses a golf grip, kind of an overlap grip, where the little finger on his top hand kind of overlaps his forefinger on his left hand. Let's watch where this ball hits him.
Ouch.
Ooh, that one hurts. Looks like it got both feet. And there's the overlap we're talking about. Bobby Thompson used to use an interlock with the little finger on the top hand, right hand, and the forefinger of the left hand.
One and two. Got him. Stayed with fastballs. So here's Blanco.
Just a four-seamer right through the outside corner. But again, that's a little crossover. You don't really get a true angle from this. It looks pretty straight. If you're looking right over the top from a dead center field, looking right over the top of Lynn, you can see the way that ball really cuts into a hitter. And that's just a straight fastball, but because of his crossover release and the hitting in that front side or that outside location, it looks like it cuts.
Blanco fouls it back. Tomlinson's on deck. We're in the first. Pretty good speed on the bases for the Giants. And it's high and wide. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good speed with Duffy at second. Again, the best arms for the Cardinals in the outfield are on the corners. 2 outs, Duffy will get a good jump. One and two. Buster Posey tennis shoes. That's some good attitude from the ankle down right there. Gamer babes.
That's awesome. Out of play, so Blanco stays alive.
Ball last night really carried in the outfield. There wasn't a whole lot of wind. When the wind blows, it sort of does not allow a lot of carry to right field, especially off the bat of a right-handed hitter. Today, there's still pretty good carry here, especially the left center side of this field.
Could be playable. Piscotty. Side retired. Giants end up straining a pair. Second inning coming up. Here's Hayward. It'll be Hayward, Molina, and Colton Wong as this is dribbled foul. Hayward, a pinch hitter last night, and he went 0 for 1. His first season away from the Atlanta Braves. Good pitch, 0-2.
Perfect pitch. Two-seam fastball outside corner at the knees. Vogelsong will definitely establish the fastball the first time through the lineup. And the way you do that is you have to throw strikes with it on both sides of the plate. Inside strike, outside strike. That sets it up.
Those are the high fastball, 1 and 2.
You throw a lot of outside strikes, and when you come inside to a hitter and you come in bad or knock him down, or it doesn't establish the inside corner. It's only after you throw a strike on both sides of the plate, and then that changes the whole approach for a hitter. Now he's got to guess whether you in or out. Until you throw that strike on both sides of the plate, he can sit on one side of the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Out of play, stayed away.
And big league hitters, you cannot scare them. They will not intimidate. If anything, you knock them back, you tick them off. Want to impress a big league hitter? Throw a strike with your fastball on both sides of the plate. That impresses them.
And this should be a base hit as it falls in front of Bird. So Hayward with a leadoff single. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
All right, guys, the Giants, they are a banged-up bunch, but they're doing their best to get healthy today. Brandon Crawford throwing on the field for the first time. He also took a couple of swings. And Joe Panik doing full baseball activities. He is set to go to to the Sacramento River Cats on Tuesday and begin a rehab assignment. I'll get through it, Dwayne.
Yeah, well, he is. And talked to him today, and he's really optimistic.
I didn't know Amy was here. She didn't come see us today.
No, she didn't. Yeah. Something must have been going on. Here's Molina. First pitch is wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Yadier Molina. That open stance. Hayward with his lead. The pitch. Swinging a foul out of play. Hayward's got 20 steals. That's right. 20. Colton Wong to follow. We're in the top of the second inning. Hayward goes. Swinging a fly ball into center field. Blanco's going to catch it. They got a chance for a double play. His throw is offline, so Hayward gets back in. They had a shot.
Hayward never knew where the ball was.
That's where taking a peek is sometimes a good idea when you're running towards second. Jeff Goldblum's here. I love that guy. The Fly. Oh, the Fly.
Jurassic Park, Independence Day. Come on.
No, the Fly.
Yeah, he was good in the Fly. Pulled it off.
I kept yelling at that movie. Don't go in that tube. Don't do it. And he wouldn't listen. And then he got in there, and there was a fly in the tube.
Yeah, it's just not a good mix.
Don't do it.
Did not end well.
There's Colton Wong. High and foul down the left field line and out of play. One ball and one strike. And you know what? And then you know what they did? They made the fly 2 and the fly 3.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Done. I was done.
That was a mistake.
You can't put the bullet back in the gun. He was a fly, for crying out loud.
Yeah, you know.
One ball and one strike. Outside, 2 balls and a strike.
2-seam fastballs, 4-seam fastballs. Has not thrown a curve yet. Has not thrown a changeup yet. It's ABG.
We did that. We get a text from Paul.
Now we know why she didn't come up here to see us.
Yep, there you go.
Amy.
Yeah. Yep.
I could just see what she just said right there.
I just read Jeff. He said, "Are you married?" And Amy said, "Yeah, yeah."
Yes, I am. But The Fly was my favorite movie.
Here's the 2-1. Hayward goes, swinging a line drive to left. That'll be a hit. So Vogelsong now in trouble. First and second with 1 out. Wong really didn't do much more than just poke that ball into left field.
But he stayed on top of it, and you know that approach right there, I think, is why a lot of the Cardinal people think that Colton Wong could hit for average in this league. A nice flat swing. There's very little lower body. He kind of got his foot down, put himself in position, and let his hands defend.
It wasn't even a strike.
No, and he just throws it the way that it was going. I mean, that's a great at bat.
So here's Tommy Pham. Vogelsong wants a new baseball. At second, Hayward. At first, Colton Wong. And he comes inside to Tommy Pham. 1 ball and no strikes. Inside again, 2-0.
And this becomes a big pitch. I mean, he has created a count here, 2-0, where Pham can gamble. He can sit on a speed, on a location, and be aggressive. He's got some pop in his bat.
He looks to second. Right down Van Ness, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
If he was looking fastball, he wouldn't look it in. He would look at middle away. And I can't think what else he would look for, given what Vogelsong is throwing to get to this point in the game. It's been pretty much all fastballs. Vogelsong does not want a walk. It would load the bases and set up a runner at third in less than 2 outs. So this has to be a challenge. A walk is a mistake. Has to make Pham swing the bat.
3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 2. Good pitch.
And he paints him on the outside corner. I mean, it's a perfect pitch. And this is right on the outside corner, just below the knee of Susac when he reaches across and gets it. Perfect pitch. The target that Susac was given was right in the middle of the plate.
And Vogelsong will chase Hayward back. So it's 3 and 2. Hayward at second. Colton Wong is at first. Brandon Moss is in the on-deck circle. See if Mike Matheny has thoughts of sending the runners 3 and 2. They go. Tap to Vogelsong. This play will be at first. And a nice comeback. Both runners advance.
So Bruce Bochy has a decision now with the 8th plate hitter coming up and the pitcher on deck as to who he wants to pitch to.
Yeah, he's going to walk him. So that's why the importance of retiring Pham. Moss hitting 185, but very dangerous. Moss played left field last night and went 1 for 4.
Yeah, just a couple games ago, hit his first home run as a Cardinal, so he's swinging it better. You see the little box where Susac is standing, that's the catcher's box. He has to stand in that catcher's box until Vogelsong starts his motion. Then he can step out and complete the intentional walk. You can't just stand way away. You have to start out in that catcher's box. I get asked that a lot as to why catchers don't do that. If he was to do that, it just stand out there and not start the box, it would be a balk.
Yeah, that would not be good. So here's Lance Lynn. You can see he's a pretty good hitter. So Vogelsong's going to have to pitch him like he's a cleanup hitter.
Giants play a very shallow set defensively in the outfield.
Curveball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
I think that's the first curveball he's thrown today.
I think you're right. Swinging a bouncing ball to Adrianza, and that's going to end the inning. Vogelsong pitches out of it.
Yeah, listening to the ball game, reading a book. Life is good.
Breaking ball to Tomlinson is down low. Hit out to right field for Hayward, and that's out number 1. Time for our Togo's big play last night. This was the base hit by Tomlinson that won the ball game. Giants' 5th walk-off this season. The first since Mother's Day on May 10th against the Marlins when Matt Duffy did it.
It's not every day you get a chance to do the bat flip on a single, but that was a time to do it.
Yeah, he said that when he saw the replay, he didn't realize that he quite did it like that. Too late. Can't take it back. Can't take it back.
No, cannot. I have no problem with it. I didn't go down and ask the Cardinals, though.
Yeah, I didn't think the Cardinals. They just wanted to get off the field. 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Adrianza. Giants had an opportunity in the first, and they let it get away. ball straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He was on it.
Warmed up today. It was not that warm coming in. We had heavy drizzle out in the East Bay. As this is pulled down the ground, that's a fair ball. Carpenter's got it, and his throw is offline, but Moss came off and tagged Susac. 2 outs.
But it has turned out to be a gorgeous day for baseball.
It really has.
And really, you know, for folks who watch these games from other parts of the country, they see cool weather through most of the baseball season. Right around September, things start to get hot here. The warmest weather of the baseball season for the Giants is September and October.
Adrianza shoots it out of play. He's hitting 181 with 5 runs batted in. One delivery to Adrianza is outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Out of play, 2-2. So when Lynn needs to get after somebody, he just goes right at him with the fastball.
He's got such good corner command with it. I mean, it's rare that he just gives you something fat right over the plate to do something with. He's not an easy guy to pull. I mean, you're just pretty much going to see stuff away.
This pop-up is going to reach the seats.
The last 4 years, you take a look at his fastball and where he's ranked as to how often he's used it. And this year, he's thrown it more than anybody. He's thrown it 85% of the time.
Skied it out into right center field. It'll be Pham. And that's going to end the inning. 3rd inning coming up. Top of the order, Carpenter. 0-0.
Dwayne and Mike, Richard wanted you guys to know that the next 50 years, he says he gets to do things his way.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how that's going to go. Happy anniversary, you guys.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, good luck with that, Richard.
Yeah, well, the secret to a happy marriage is watching Giants baseball together, and there you have it. And letting her make the rules.
How many times do you think we've put that couple to sleep at night?
A lot.
Like 80% of the time?
A lot. Well, happy anniversary.
One and one to Carpenter. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two hits for the Cardinals, 1 for the Giants. Foul down the left field line and out of play. So Carpenter, the only strikeout victim for Ryan Vogelsong, as he struck him out to open up the game. Here he taps it off his foot.
Take a look at Ryan Vogelsong's motion for a big man. Very upright, compact, and now he starts his drive, high elbow position in a high 3/4 release. This RXMO brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. You look at his motion in slow motion, and it's easy to understand as to why he has that corner command. I mean, he's really worked hard to make his motion compact throughout his career.
On a play again.
When we first saw Ryan Vogelsong come to the big leagues, I mean, he was a hard thrower, mid-90s guy, but he didn't have this type of command. And he didn't have as compact of a motion that he has evolved into now. That's a motion built for strikes.
Two balls, two strikes. Got him.
Off speed pitch. It's not an easy thing to get Carpenter out front. And a swing through on a high curveball. 2 strikeouts today, and both of them have been Matt Carpenter.
Piscotty drew a walk in the first. This will be pitch number 47 for Vogelsong. I guess at this point in the season for Vogelsong, you don't really worry about the pitch count.
No, you go as hard as you can, as long as you can. I mean, that's just the deal. You give your team 2 times through the lineup, you've done your job.
He will lead off the 3rd inning, or this inning. 2 balls, no strikes.
You know, in Vogelsong, look, he goes out there with the idea that he's going to throw a complete game shutout every time he takes the mound. He has made it to the 8th inning twice this year, and that was back early in the year. And for the most part, it's, you know, just get to the 6th inning, and then that's a contribution.
2-2.
His last outing against these Cardinals in St. Louis, he shut them out 6 innings, allowed a couple of hits. I mean, he was brilliant that day. Just allowed 3 base runners, 2 hits and a walk.
This is where Vogelsong had Piscotty in the 1st inning, and Piscotty just kept fouling pitches off. Good pitches. Not necessarily good pitches to hit.
There are the numbers in his last outing in St. Louis. 5 strikeout day.
And eventually in that at bat, Piscotty drew a walk.
Now Piscotty, as you point out, I mean, he's starting to feel like he belongs up here. He knows the strike zone. He stays in the box. You don't see him chase balls in the dirt or balls above the letters.
Adriando's going to have to go, and he cannot make a play.
Just a jam shot, and he was playing very deep. And he never really got a grip on it either. Looked like he picked up a split finger fastball. So he does the smart thing, he eats it. I don't think he had a play anyway.
Really, the only shot you have at that at all is if you just barehanded. Once you get the glove involved, you really have to bend down a lot further to get the ball. So here's Peralta. Peralta takes a strike.
You have to at least make Piscotty stop over at first base. He's only got 1 stolen base, but he will go if you ignore him.
Oh, 2.
Good changeup. Second time through the lineup, he's starting to bring in the curveball and the changeup. And really what sets it up is that these Cardinals are getting in that batter's box, and they're not thinking about anything but the fastball, what they saw their first time through the lineup. And it's really an effective way to establish a changeup once you have that fastball in the mind of a hitter.
Very high, 1-2. Hayward to follow. Down low, 2-2.
Trying to go back outside with another changeup. Peralta hits the ball well to right field. I mean, if you pound him one side of the plate away, he will go that way, and he will drive it that way.
So Vogelsong checks on Piscotty. Top of the third inning. Vogelsong has been in the stretch for the most part to every hitter. And the constant throwing to first really kind of slows down the pace of the game. But I get why you do it. Two balls, two strikes. Could be two. And it is. Peralta hits into a double play for the second time in this game, and both young kids.
Hey, Lego days, that's a great day.
Yeah, you said you're still stepping on them.
There are little landmines all throughout the house. Now they go to my son and my daughter-in-law's house, and they have two little ones, and they are a whole new set of landmines to be aware of.
There's Dave and John and Lee. Here's the 0-2 to Vogelsong, and it's strike three call. Dog days today.
Always a great day for the dog lovers.
I always love to see these dogs. They look great. They look happy. But I'm wondering if they're thinking, really, you got to put that on me?
Well.
And do I have to carry this the whole time? And what is that? And come on. This is the winner. The Champione.
Minions. Yep. Even dogs like the minions.
Here's Aoki. And it's down low, 1 ball and no strikes. No messes on the field. It's great.
Yeah, I think that was huge.
On the ground to second. Oki's retired. Here's Duffy. Duffy has got the only hit for the Giants as he lined a single into right field in the first. And a strike to Duffy with Belt to follow.
You bring your dogs, you bring your signs, you bring your.
There's a pretty good pitch called the ball. I think the section is where, right center field?
Yeah.
Where the puppies are?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they are.
All being well behaved. I like it.
Pretty good spot to be right there.
It's just a cool idea. I mean, come to the yard and bring your pup.
Nope, close. 2-2.
Big time two-seam movement coming back to the outside corner.
I would not take that one again.
No, did not miss by much. He's a lover, just a lover.
2-2 pitch. Here it is. Driven to right. Hayward back. Hayward's going to put it away on the track, and that's going to end the inning. So it's the dog days, and the Hayward hit first in the second and opened up the inning with a base hit. And here he pops this one up. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Bird who comes in and makes the catch. So 1 out. And here's Molina. Molina hit a fly ball to Gregor Blanco in the second inning. No score. And for those of you who used to write letters and say, well, there is a score, it's 0-0, stop.
Well,
it's been a long time since I got one of those.
Technically.
And it did affect me for a while where I would not say there's no score. And then I said, what the heck am I doing? 1 ball and 1 strike. Down and away, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, if you ask me, what inning is it? 6. What's the score? There is no score. I'd know what the score was.
Of course. Just a technicality. It's baseball language. No score.
There's no score.
Good pitch, 2-2. He's found that spot where he can hit it most of the time.
Well, and it really isn't a stretch off the strike zone either. I mean, it's on that. It's in the box, the strike zone box, down and away. But he's throwing to a target about the size of a teacup, and he keeps pounding away at it.
So now it's 3-2, and now you can't really play around with Molina. Three-two pitch. Look out. Right into that
out
area where folks are having fun. Hit somebody. You can see it. Three balls, 2 strikes. And this is going to fall in front of Bird. So Molina with a 1-out single, and that'll bring Colton Wong to the plate. Colton Wong lined to single to left in the second. Tommy Pham to follow.
Giants are not going to hold Molina on at first. Belt playing out in front of the bag.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
But even when you do that, you still have to make the runner at first base stop. Just acknowledge he's there and give him a look.
Breaking ball. 2 balls and a strike.
But it is August, the end of August, and for most of the summer, Yadier Molina has been in a squad. You wouldn't expect him to try and steal a base, but having said that, he does have 3 steals on the year.
2-2 as that's fouled at the plate. A lot of managers with left-handed hitters at the plate would just prefer, unless you're just a dead-on base stealer, would prefer to have that runner stay there, keep that gap between Belt and Tomlinson in check. Get that left-handed hitter to pull the ball, you can find that hole, and all of a sudden you've got first and third. But we'll see. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Hit on the ground to Tomlinson. That's one. And that's all they'll get. The longest runs too well. Get one out.
And get the out at second.
And get the lead out.
But this definitely becomes a steal situation from Colton Wong. Now, he's got 14 steals on the year. He's been thrown out 8 times. But with 2 outs, it is go time for a base stealer.
Tommy Pham bounced back to Vogelsong in the second inning. Cardinals have had 6 base runners. The Giants have had 2. And a strike. And it's 0-1. I don't want to jinx Gabe Morales, but we talked about it before the game. Just a normal conversation about really how good the young umpires have been with their strike zone.
Yeah, they really have. Impressive.
It was Tripp Gibson last night who did a really nice job. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two outs, good speed at first. We're waiting for Colton Wong to take off. Maybe. He does not go. Swinging a bouncing ball to Belt, side retired. For the Giants, Belt, Bird, and Blanco coming up. Waiting on Lance Lynn. And a breaking ball for a strike. Belt walked in the first. Sniffing out a hit. I can see it.
Yeah.
Close. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Definitely going up there with a plan.
Up the middle and a base hit for Belt. And it's a few teams that don't put the shift on for Belt, and had they put a shift on, he'd have been out.
Well, it's the first time today that the Giants have been able to get the leadoff hitter on base, too. So that's a big swing of the bat. Another fastball away. Just cover it, get it under the glove of Lynn, then you got a chance. The way they can figure the defense.
So here's Marlon Byrd, who struck out in the first inning. Way outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Byrd now 2 for 4 lifetime against Lance Lynn. Swings and fouls this one back and out of play. So you think Marlon Byrd has made an impact since he came over from the Reds. Byrd is 7 for 29. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs.
Yeah, I'd say that's an impact.
Yeah, I do too. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. He's going at him with fastballs.
Struck him out his last at bat on a high fastball. I mean, they definitely know each other.
Belt with his lead. It's not a big one. And Bird takes that 95 and hits it into the seats. Future Hall of Fame Gamer Babes.
Well, the Gamer Babes from Santa Cruz. That's a good group right there. Strong.
One and two. Into center field as Bird got underneath that one. Belt is going to tag, and he is going to put on the brakes. Maybe a good move. Ham's got a pretty good arm.
We really haven't had a chance to see it till right then. We were told he had an average arm, but that to me looked like a pretty good throw, and that was pretty flat-footed. He didn't have a lot of momentum coming into that fly ball. Momentum going back. Whoom. And if Belt goes, I got to believe he's out.
Blanco popped out to Piscotty in left field. No score here in the home half of the fourth inning. Belt did not go, and Blanco rolls it right through the coaching box to Bill Hayes. There's Billy Hayes, good man.
Yeah, indeed. He's got the incredible shrinking boiler right now.
He's looking good.
He is. Working it off.
No balls and one strike. Nope. One ball and one strike. I give him another 2 months and he's going to be as good a shape as Sean Dunston.
Oh, easy. Maybe better.
Down the left field line, foul. Blanco broke his bat. It's 1-2. Oh.
Well, he takes the lump and she gets the ball. That's how it works. You want a happy household? That's how you do it. Nothing puts a smile on somebody like a foul ball. It's just a gift. Drops out of the sky like manna from heaven.
So Blanco behind in the count, 1-2. This will be pitch number 60 from Lance Lynn. And it's 2-2. See, the little guy in front of those women is not happy. Somehow he did not end up with the ball.
Yeah, that's his not happy face.
So he's got the unhappy face going. Pitch. Fouled again.
Well, they're happy.
Yeah, they are. I do not want that thing on my head. Out of play again.
Blanco still serving up souvenirs.
He needs to serve it up to that little guy that didn't get one.
He's trying.
It does look like he's trying. You're right.
Lance Lynn just pounded high velocity two-seam sink that's running hard away from Blanco, and he just keeps flipping it in the stands. Looking for a mistake out over the plate. Cardinals are playing him away on the left side of the outfield.
Breaking ball hit into center field right at Pham. Pham thought there's 3 outs. There's 2 with Tomlinson coming up.
Well, that'll be a fine.
You know what he's thinking?
He's thinking about his last at bat when he grounded out to first.
Anybody notice that?
All right, let's take a look. Fly ball, I got it. This one's all mine. And let's go hit. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Never mind. Just tricking you guys.
Yeah, those 2 steps right there are going to cost them about $50 in kangaroo court.
Here's Tomlinson. And now Belt's picked off. Can anybody get the second in time? And Wong did, and they got him. Wong nearly got caught napping. But a good throw by Moss, and that's going to end the inning. Ron Wotus is going to take a look at it. Belton seemed like he thought that he was safe, so. And they got him. So that'll do it for the Giants. 5th inning coming up, and it'll be Moss to lead things off. Here's Moss, and Moss takes a curveball for a strike. Moss was walked intentionally in the second. Drives one to right. Did he get enough of it? It is off the bricks. And it caroms away from Bird. And Moss is headed for 3, and he's going to make it. So it'll be a triple.
How close was it to going out of here? We thought off the crack of the bat it was gone. And for Marlon Byrd, I mean, he's got a position where the hard carom kind of got past him. This is the difficulty of playing right field here at this ballpark. You got a lot of different materials that ball can hit, and each one is going to make the ball respond differently.
So here's Lynn with Moss at third and a strike, and it's 0-1.
And when it hits the bricks, it's going to come off hot.
It's going to come off hot in an angle towards the bullpen. It's 0-1 to Lynn. No swing on the appeal. That's Eric Cooper.
Nice block by Andrew Susac. With nobody out, I would be shocked if the Cardinals put on a squeeze. It's just not the time for it.
I agree. Although what Moss just did there, it doesn't help anybody. Distracts the hitter. It's not likely going to distract Vogelsong, who's certainly well past his rookie days. There's a swing and a foul. It's 2-2.
Now here's what my partner was talking about. Watch Moss do a little bluff like he's running.
You know what happens, Mike? A lot of times, as a hitter, you go, "Did I miss the squeeze?"
Which the squeeze sign is one of the easiest ones to miss.
Yes. And Susac now is going to go out after Vogelsong, some of them. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch for Vogelsong will be number 80. Eric Cooper once again says no, he didn't swing. How close was it? Definitely could have gone. That's a 50-50.
Got him.
It's a big out for Vogelsong. I mean, he needed that in a strikeout situation, but when you have the pitcher up there, you're figuring you can get that. But he avoided the walk, which would have been catastrophic. But now he's got to take on a guy that he struck out twice already today.
Yeah, and a guy that's seen a lot of pitches today. from Vogelsong.
And the guy that also leads this Cardinal team in RBIs.
So the infield will stay in. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Moss with probably you would say average speed. Tomlinson under his glove, and the Cardinals take the lead.
Look at that ball hit and stay down on him.
So it's 1-0, and here's Piscotty. So Carpenter doesn't do any damage until there's a guy on third with less than 2 outs. So the triple by Moss to open up the 5th. Moss ends up scoring, and the Cardinals are the first team to score here in this game.
Take a look with the infield drawn in. It looked like it may have hit just on the cut of the grass and flattened out on Tomlinson. Of course, that ball was scalded too.
Down low. Cantos going down to the bullpen.
Now the pitch count dictates the activity in the bullpen. And remember, a lot of what he has thrown today has been in the stretch. He's not had a 1-2-3 inning.
There's a strike. Carpenter keeps looking like he's going to go, and then he puts on the brakes.
There you see the pitch total. Throws a lot of pitches, but that's pretty normal. He usually hits the 100 pitch level pretty early in the game.
Two balls and 1 strike. Six hits now for the Cardinals. The Giants with 2. Giants got a hit in the first and another in the 4th. So Cantos getting loose, like he's going to be into the game soon as Buster Posey looks on. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Swinging a bouncing ball past Duffy. And here's Peralta. Here's Bochy's thinking about it.
He's talking over Dave Righetti. So he's going to get another hitter. Righetti's going to come out. And that means that he's going to get at least one more guy to pitch to. This meeting on the mound brought to you by Ring Central. Business communications made simple. So serving 2 purposes is Dave Righetti. Number 1, he's given Vogelsong a breather as he is 87 pitches into this outing, but he also allows Cantos a chance to finish off and be completely heated up in the bullpen. Whatever Cantos has thrown, I would imagine right now he's throwing 12 or 15 pitches. He's going to get another 8 if he were to get called into the game. So that's more than enough on a day like today to get your stuff established. Feel good about your release point.
So Peralta is hit into 2 double plays. There's a pitch down low, and it may be that Bruce Bochy's thinking, well, let's see if Vogelsong's got another one in him. Out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good little cutter. He's already got Peralta to hit the ball on the ground twice in these situations, and he's hit into 2 double plays, and this is what he's pitching for right now. Hayward on deck. He will not face Vogelsong, I don't believe.
Slowly hit. Adrianza is going to go to first. The runners are on the move, so 2 outs. And here's Hayward.
And it's just a decision as to whether or not they're going to pitch to Hayward here with the right-handed hitting Molina on deck. And if you're Vogelsong and you get the green light to pitch to Hayward in that open base here, you do not want to give him much to hit.
Down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
And that's how you should pitch to him, like it's an 0-2 count every pitch. If he wants to help you and go out of the zone and swing at your pitch, let him.
So this will be the second meeting this inning between Susac and Vogelsong. Buster Posey got hit on the elbow, the left elbow, in the game last night. And although Bruce Bochy said before the game that Buster could pinch hit in this game and maybe get into it if he had to, but he would prefer to let him sit today. And if you think about it, there are no off days on the next road trip. Blocked by Susac.
And that's a 10-day road trip.
This was Buster getting dinged.
And there was no protective piece there at the base of the tricep, just above the elbow. And that is a very painful place to get hit. There's nothing funny about the funny bone.
So Cantos staying away from Hayward. Or make that Vogelsong staying away from Hayward. Cantos is ready to go in the bullpen. And the walk.
That's how you should have pitched him. You didn't give him anything to hit.
And here comes Bruce Bochy. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts. We'll be back.
Cantos coming into his 60th game on the year, 2-2 with a 1.91 ERA. And he inherits a situation where he's been very good at all year long, stranding inherited runners. 38 strikeouts, 61 1/3.
See Molina, if he goes after that first pitch, he does, and a swing and a miss.
Yeah, it's almost predictable. The league knows how aggressive Molina is, especially with men in scoring position.
And he's 1 for 4 in his career against Cantos. A 1-0 game. The Cardinals have scored here in the 5th. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. And that squirts away, and it's 2-0. Happened to the Giants last night, and it happens again here today.
And that just lets the air out of the bag. Ball down in the dirt. Slider hits and kicks off the wrist of Susac. There's not a whole lot he could do to improve that technique to try and block it. I mean, that's picture perfect. And sometimes you're just at the mercy of the bounce.
A 1-2. So 2 runs here in the 5th. There have been 3 hits in the inning. 1 a leadoff triple by Moss. And that's going to be a base hit to right field. Bird's throw is going to be through, and it's 4-0. So Yadier Molina hurts the Giants again.
Yeah, he got a high fastball just across the letters, and once again he goes the opposite way to do it. And we have seen him do this a lot in the 2 series the Giants and Cardinals have played. Just a beautiful swing. Head stays still through the swing. The hand stays on top. Ouch.
Yeah, 4 runs here in the 5th. So here's Wong. And the pitch is low. Wong with a hit in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2. And this is lifted down the left field line. That'll be foul.
Oh yeah, you have to get the ball. You have to get your congratulations. That's all part of it.
Giants have to come back. The Cardinals came back from a 4-0 deficit last night. One and 2.
Good changeup. Well, they've got time to do it. I mean, it's just the bottom of the 5th inning. But I mean, you look for opportunities to give your team a boost of confidence. Here it is. If you come back down at 4 against this Cardinal bullpen that has the best ERA in the National League, it's going to be a feather in your cap offensively. So the challenge is there, but the reward is huge if you can do it.
Molina goes, and that's going to end the inning. A 4 spot. Bottom of the 5th coming up. That's awesome. Good job, guys.
That was good.
So
Whoever had that idea, that was worth it.
Somewhere, Lon Simmons is smiling. Tomlinson takes low, 2 balls and no strikes.
A couple of Hall of Famers.
Yeah, the rest may be smiling too.
Russ Hodges, Lon Simmons.
Probably having a cocktail together right now.
John Miller.
Inside, 3 balls and no strikes. And Flynn wants to know where that pitch was, thinking that, well, that was a strike when it was 0-0. Giants need base runners any way they can get them. the walk.
All started out with a walk. Right now it's time for our Geico quote, and it's Mike Leake talking about rookie Kelby Tomlinson. He said, where did he come from? But it's awesome to see guys come up and produce immediately. It's cool. It's something a lot of guys wish they could do. And Kelby Tomlinson has indeed done that. He has made a difference.
So here's Susak. Susak, double play ball. And on one pitch, 2 outs.
Well, that's not the jolt of lightning that Bochy was looking for, down 4-0. Yusmeiro Petit heading down the Giants bullpen.
So here's Adrianza, who hit a fly ball to center field. And the first pitch called strike, and it's 0-1.
She's got her colors on.
Not happy right now, though. Justin Maxwell's in the on-deck circle. I think Lance Lynn thinks the strike zone has shrunk a little bit.
He's not getting any high pitches. No high help.
Hit into the gap, left center field. Is anybody going to get there? They will not. One hop up against the wall, and Adrianza's got a double.
Yeah, nice opposite field swing of the bat for Adrianza.
So here's Maxwell. Maxwell hitting for Cantos. So an opportunity for Maxwell to get the Giants on the board here in the 5th. And he taps this one under the glove of Lynn. Wong's got it. He kicks it. Everybody's safe. Aoki's going to hit. 2 Cardinals had a shot at it and both missed.
Now, once it got past Lynn, you started to chirk up a bit, thinking, well, maybe. And then Wong crashing in hard. I think Wong thought that ball was going to get caught by Lynn. He was a bit surprised to get this, but he knew it was a do or die with the speed that Maxwell can put on the play. So it's a base hit for Maxwell and a little 2-out thunder here.
Man, they think Lynn got dinged a little bit.
Jam shot really got it up the bat. There's the attempt. He just kind of overshot the runway, and then his legs just kind of gave out on him.
I got to believe he's going to say, look, I'm fine.
Well, with 2 outs with a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, get out of here.
If he had 2 compound fractures, he'd say he was fine.
You know, Lynn's looking at Mike Matheny. He said, look, I didn't ask you to come out here anyway.
Now, if it's the 8th inning, he might give up the ball,
but you're also messing with the toughest man that ever played in Mike Matheny. At least that's what we thought when he was in a Giants uniform.
Well,
it's all because he got hit in the face in Milwaukee, and then
never left his feet.
Walked off the field.
Not a problem.
Here's Aoki. Fly ball to left, a ground ball to second. first pitch strike, and it's 0-1.
No worse the wear. I mean, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, which is about what he's been at all day long.
0-2 on the pop-up out of play. He brought his glove. It's a big glove, too. They have no restrictions, right, in the stands as far as size of glove?
No.
Oki tried to put the ball in play, and it's high, 1-2.
Lance Lynn digging deep here.
Tapped slowly. Wong. Side retired. 4-0 St. Louis.
So the new pitcher now for Bruce Bochy will be Yusmeiro Petit. 37th time that he has come in. 67 2/3 innings on the year. 51 strikeouts against 13 walks. And for Petit, a very deceptive high 3/4 short arm relief. Just a different arm action that guys see. He gets on you quick with a high 80s fastball with impeccable command on both sides of the plate, little slider and a changeup.
One ball and one strike. We have reached the 6th inning. Same spot, 2 balls and a strike. Dodgers and Cubs tonight. Lester Latos. You in on that one?
Yeah, that would be a good game.
Foul back, 2-2. Dodgers winning last night. Kershaw struck out 14. He struck out Chris Bryant 4 times.
Just to stay in shape.
Got him.
Good hard little slider.
All right, let's check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, it's time for our PG&E sponsored Giants in the Community segment, and we're going to add a Cardinal in the community because yesterday Adam Wainwright joined forces with Hunter Pence, Brandon Crawford, Andrew Susak, and Matt Duffy. They all participated in a fantasy football draft. Giants fans had a chance to buy into the draft and sit with their favorite Giants and talk a little smack and see who could get the best team together. All of the proceeds raised going to various charities. They're all doing some good stuff there, and it was in the Gotham Club, so really, really cool location, gentlemen.
Wow, Gotham Club. Well, thanks, Amy. I think Amy, you ought to do most of your spots from the Gotham Club.
Yeah, there's Adam Wainwright. He's getting close to getting ready.
1-0 pitch, and I think there are a few nights, Amy, where you get the Harry Carey rule. Yep.
And we all know what the Harry Carey rule is.
There's Mike's chair.
Yep.
I'm not going to say we should do a game from there because we did win last year and we're still thawing out.
Yeah, we picked a bad night.
Plus we got Seagold 3-0. Or I did.
It's easy to get Seagold. But that's kind of like a quad candlestick.
You know what I found out about getting Seagold is the only person that doesn't think it's funny is the guy that gets Seagold. Everybody else thinks it's the funniest thing they've ever seen. I haven't seen a lot of them lately, have you?
Oh, yeah.
There's a pop-up out of play.
We had a day after a ball game here 2 years ago, I believe. Could have been last year. And Bruce Bochy and about 10 of the players were on the stage. You and I emceed it. We were out in right center, and there was about 10,000 people literally in the infield. And I get up, I have a black blazer on.
A nice one, too, like it still had the tags on it.
And in front of 10,000 people, I got Seagold. Hey, Kruk got Seagold. That's awesome. Good changeup.
Moss out swinging. Well, the thing about it is you don't think that you could possibly feel it, like if it's on your. You can.
Oh, Seagold?
It's like thump.
That's like dropping a wet rosin bag on your head from the third deck. Pigeons, not a problem.
No, they're fine.
But the goals, that's a problem.
Here's Lynn. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, see, I thought that was funny that day. And you didn't, and the roles got reversed.
There's your guy. And you cannot tell me that they don't do it on purpose.
Some have better aims than others. There's one that particularly likes my car in the parking lot. Doesn't go after anybody else's, so I changed cars. Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. He knows you. Yeah, I know that Seagull. He's a big Seagull. He's Andre the Seagull.
2 balls and 1 strike.
But hey, it's just all part of the ambiance that is here at AT&T.
Part of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, what other ballpark do you have people bring umbrellas to the ballpark where there's absolutely zero threat of rain?
Yeah, during the day. Or night.
Just to protect them from the Seagulls. Yep.
See?
Veterans.
We saw a fan in Chicago with the umbrellas that fit the head, and John called it the Brockabella because I guess Lou Brock years and years ago,
that's what they were,
was part of the guy that was trying to sell these umbrellas, the Brockabella. Petit strikes out the side in the midst of a whole half inning on Seagulls. Breaking ball in tight to Duffy. There's the big guy.
Yeah, he is the big fella. If Bruce Bochy was a dog, that's what he would be.
Yeah.
St. Bernard.
There's a strike on the inside corner to even the count. They always look like they're thirsty, those St. Bernards. And they might be.
Well, they have a barrel of brandy around their necks. Come on.
Check swing roller, and it's going to be right to Moss, and that's going to tick off Duffy.
That's worse than a strikeout.
Indeed it is. So here's Belt. So I went to the iPad and looked up Brockabella. You can go anywhere and get one.
Pick your colors.
You can get the 7-inch high or the 9-inch high.
Yeah, I suggest the 9-inch high.
Belt out of play.
It literally is a little umbrella that you wear like a hat.
Yep.
It's a little headpiece that fits comfortably around your head, and you are protected from not just rain but seagulls.
Sharply on the ground, and it'll be Peralta on the backhand, and Belt is retired.
And when you think about it, I really don't know why Mario Alioto in our marketing department and Dave Martinez, the Giants dugout store executive vice president, why do we not have the Seagull Brockabellas?
Unbelievable.
I mean, we need them here.
Absolutely.
That'll work. Look at, they're just looking for targets.
Yeah. Bird is struck out and flied out. out of play. I can order this one here for $5.20.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
So maybe that's just maybe good for one season or one homestand, but still.
Depends on the Seagulls.
Burt fouls it back. He's 0 for 2. And now he's behind 0 and 2. Oh, yeah. Yep. They got the memo on what to wear.
Gamer babes.
They fill up the whole row. Swinging a foul. It stays at 0 and 2.
There's the bride to be. Yep. Now we know why all the girls have assembled.
Wouldn't they look better in a brockabrella?
That's the whole sorority right there. Yeah.
On the ground to short. More work for Peralta, and that's going to end the inning. So Lynn with a nice 6th inning with 3 ground balls. It stays 4-0. They haven't scored a lot for Vogelsong, as you can see. So here's Petit to Carpenter, and there's a pitch wide, 1-0.
That's kind of how it's been rolling here the second half. Vogelsong hasn't had good run support.
Well, and you know, maybe you give him a 2 or 3-0 lead, maybe it's different. This is popped out of play, but that hasn't happened either.
Hey, there you go. Gamer babe found a good recipient.
Okay. Put that right in your glove. See how good it fits. Says thank you.
Psyched.
Hit well into center field. Blanco on the move. Still on the move. He's there, and he'll put it away.
Let's take a look at our Ford right choice. We think that Yusmeiro Petit striking out the side in the top of the 6th. There's a slider again. Tommy Pham, he goes packing, and then a good changeup on a 3-2 count to Brad DeMoss. And here he gets the pitcher Lance Lynn on another slider. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. That's our Ford right choice.
So here's Piscotty, who's been on base 3 times.
Guy's still trying to figure him out.
And he strokes this one just off the tip of Adrianza's glove for a base hit.
That's a 3-hit day. 3 hits and a walk for Piscotty. Just take a look. Get up. You just off the tip of the glove. Yep. When you're going to have a good day offensively, you get breaks just like that.
Well, Piscotty had an infield hit on a dribbler in the 3rd, so you're exactly right. So here's Peralta. Peralta, double play ball, and that'll go 6 for 3. So that's the 3rd double play that Peralta has hit into. 4-0 Giants. Here's a weekend of paternity absence for Rosenthal. And then, you know, he probably was missed last night.
Yeah, he was.
Tomlinson is fly down and he's walked. And it's this one down the right field line, a souvenir.
Flat swing. He has a flat swing. That bat stays in the zone a long time.
Easy, big fella.
Oh, yeah. This is not his first game, let me tell you.
Just put down the rally cap early. 0-1. Tap to 3rd. Carpenter gets 1. And that's all they'll get.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick turn there from Colton Wong. I didn't think they had a chance, remembering that Tomlinson runs well. Carpenter nice feed, and I mean just a lightning exchange from Wong, and they almost pulled it off. It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
So here's Susac. Susac in the 5th inning bounced into a double play. So he'll try to avoid that here. And he rolls it foul, and it's 0-1. A big blast here, and you got a ball game.
You're right. I mean, the Giants had one bolt of lightning from making everybody in that dugout believe a little bit, and they need it.
Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lynn still throwing hard. 92 pitches now for Lance Lynn.
There's still no activity in the bullpen for the Cardinals.
Nope. 1-2. When in doubt, you know what Lynn's going to do. He's going to throw a fastball.
He throws more fastballs than any other pitcher in baseball. This year he's been throwing them 86% of the time. He cuts it, he sinks it, and it's always mid-90s, and it's always on a corner. He doesn't give you many mistakes out over the middle of the plate. Mr. Posey moving around. He was available to pinch hit today.
Down the right field line, but Hayward's playing over there. And he's going to make the catch. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, it's time for our fan photo contest. It's sponsored by T-Mobile. If you're not on Twitter, you need to get an account. This one coming from April, growing up Giants fans. You're looking at Campbell and Henry McDowell of Sacramento, and they are ready for Orange Friday. I actually think they're ready for any Giants game dressed up like that. What do you got? Tweet it to us, hashtag CSNBA data. Strong fan. Campbell and Henry, very cute, guys.
Very cute indeed. So here's Adrianza, who hits a little broken bat flare, and that is going to end the inning. 8th inning coming up. It's 4-0. These coaches and team parents are being saluted for exemplifying the Junior Giants spirit through their leadership and teamwork. Job well done. Here's Hayward. Hayward waiting on Petit, and he shoots this one right to Duffy, who got handcuffed but hangs in there, and he throws him out. Nice play. Sometimes you're over there standing at third, a left-handed hitter, you think, well, he's probably going to pull the ball, and about that time you got one screaming at you.
You know, that was a screamer. But I tip my cap to Ron Wotus. He had Matt Duffy played right in the right position, goes up the glove, catches it with his forearm against his chest, and makes the play. Not a problem.
I think it dinged him in the leg and came really close to doing some other damage.
That's some personality, didn't it?
Here's Molina.
And he had the big swing of the bat.
Yeah, Molina knocked in a pair of runs with a base hit in the 5th. I think we're going to send a note or maybe a text to Mike Matheny after the game about tomorrow being a good time. Maybe to give Molina a day off. He looks a little tired.
Yeah, I think that's a great suggestion.
Mike, your catcher looks a little tired. A 1-2.
Good 0-2 pitch right there. Just start that thing on the outside corner, let the movement fall away. Now, the hitter's supposed to swing at that. If you're Yusmeiro Petit, you want to know why he didn't swing at that. That's how good that pitch was.
2-2.
Pretty pretty straight away. Bunch the gap in right center and give him the line in left field, but it's pretty standard positioning these days.
Sky down the left field line. Aoki over, and it's out of play. Heads up, young man.
All right, do not get hurt. We need you. Remember, he was playing over in left center, had to come a long way for this. And in the end, he'd have had to have a ticket to get that one.
So here it's 2-2. And Molina out swinging. So that was a bit odd. See, he's tired.
Needs a day off. 4 strikeouts for Petit here in his 3rd inning of relief. And this thing is way off the plate. Go figure. The one he takes is 3 inches off the plate. You're thinking, man, he's got a good eye here. Can't explain it.
Colton Wong's 1 for 3. And this pop-up is coming in our direction. And a one-handed catch. Man. Look at that. You catch a ball like that, and you got people you don't even know that want to give you a hug.
Yeah, it's magic.
That's good. I'm thinking he wishes he'd have done that in the 1st inning. Yep. My name's Josh. How are you?
Yeah.
And yeah, come on back down and sit here for a while.
Hey. Well, they're exciting.
1 ball and 1 strike. Oh. Maybe not. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh. Here's a 2-1 to Colton Wong. Ooh, close pitch, 3-1. Thirty-fifth pitch from Petit. Susak's going to come back, but this is going to be out of play. Stay tuned immediately after Giants baseball for Esurance Giants postgame live. You're going to get highlights, reaction, and analysis. It's all coming up after the game. Cardinals 4, Giants nothing. We're in the 8th inning. Look out. All stuck in the screen.
Just waiting there for him.
Yep.
Got a ball, didn't even have to sting your hands a bit.
Out of play.
Got a little battle going here between Wong and Petit.
Petit and Susak trying to come up with a pitch, so Wong asked for time.
Guys play Wong the other way in the outfield to left field.
Belt, Susak. Who's it going to be? It's going to be out of play.
This young man, nice play.
Got his glove.
Had it played perfectly.
Cardinal fan.
It's a Wilson man. That's a relative.
Yeah, could be. You're right. 3-2.
Let's take a look at this fine play by this young man. There you go. Right in the sweet spot, too.
Driven to Triple's alley. Bird's not going to get it. And it's going to flatten out into 421. And Tomlinson's going to get the relay, so it'll be a 2-out triple.
Quite an at-bat there by Colton Wong. Just here, hit it fastball. I've been throwing everything I had at you. And he goes right across the letters. And Wong, really nice flat swing up around the birds on his chest, finds a gap in right center. The only ballpark in all the National League where this is a triple and not a home run. And watch him go. He knew that was a three-bagger as soon as it left his bat.
So here's Tommy Pham, who's 0 for 3. The ball's in 1 strike. Wong at third with 2 outs. Ball back.
And Carlos Villanueva starting to get heated up. Just go down and start throwing. Now that's a container ship right there.
That is. Oh, and 2. One ball and 2 strikes. And a little roller that's going to dribble foul, so we'll reset and do it again. Tomorrow it'll be Chris Heston against Jaime Garcia. So the Giants, as expected, have seen we'll see 3 very tough pitchers in this series. Look at the numbers for Garcia. His ERA is 1.77. So it's 1-2 to Tommy Pham.
Great pitch. And they're right exactly where he wanted to throw it in a 1-2 count. Bruce Bochy wants to know where this is. It's wide. Although if you're in the dugout, you're thinking that is not wide the way that Susac caught the ball. But remember, he set his target on the outside part of the plate. But still, when you throw a pitch that close to the strike zone, you think a guy's got to at least protect it, doesn't he?
So a full count now to Tommy Pham with Moss on deck. Nobody in the Giants bullpen. Giants have 6 more outs in this game. And the walk.
Now, if you're wondering how the Cardinals do it, they do it with pitching. And the last time that an MLB team has had 5 pitchers with ERAs below 3, well, it's been a while. Astros did it in 1981. The Athletics did it in 1972. The Mets in 68. The Cardinals did it in 1944. Garcia, Walker, Lynn, Martinez, Lackey, all under 3. That's your starting rotation. And if you look in the bullpen, it's even amazing down there. Their bullpen ERA 2.33.
So Moss is going to ground out to end the inning. So Giants have some work to do. Pinch hitter coming up. And for Lance Lynn, he throws pitch number 97, and it's down low. And a strike. So Lynn right now doesn't want to walk Perez, so it's likely Perez is going to get something to hit. Tap slowly. Lynn on the backhand. He throws it away, and Lynn's down. Lynn is down, and he's hurt.
Looked like his leg buckled. His back leg, his right leg, when he was making the throw.
And he fell awkwardly. And the training staff out there, along with Mike Matheny. So this is not a good time of the year to have something really bad happen to Lance Lynn.
Now watch the right leg collapse as he goes to set it. Oh, it's his ankle.
Yep, rolled it over.
Well, look,
it's better than the knee.
It's better than the knee, absolutely.
And we saw Matt Duffy do this the other night in Chicago against the Cubs. And the difference, though, is there's a weight issue. Duffy's goes about what, 175, 180, and you're not going to have a whole lot of weight going after that turned ankle. Lynn, that's not the case. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's 6'4", 250. When he went down initially, I thought it was a knee, but
so there's no way he can continue. So Mike Matheny just pointed to somebody in that dugout. That's going to be Choate. Choate pitched in the game last night. As he wants to get ready, and now he says he is ready, as the hitter is going to be Nori Aoki.
And there you see what Choate has done through 62 games, 1-0 with a 4.07 ERA. Choate, sidearmer, he's going to give you two pitches basically. He's going to give you a mid-80s fastball that has big time sink and a big frisbee slider. And lefty, he's hitting 273.
Aoki's hitless in 3 at-bats, a fly ball and 2 ground balls. His job now is to get on base, and that'll be the same for Duffy. Giants have had some base runners on in the 1st and in the 5th. That's it. Where they've had at least more than one runner on. No balls and 1 strike.
Pretty straight away in defense. Center fielder Pham over towards the left center field gap. So a quick 0-2 from Choate to jump on top of Aoki.
Yeah, now Aoki's got to battle, put the ball in play. Look out.
And here's if you're sitting on that third base side in the stands, first couple rows, especially right behind Giants on deck circle, you better be ready. Because with Randy Choate dropping stuff down around the side and Aoki, who invented the emergency swing.
He did. Sometimes when he doesn't have any strikes on him. Serious.
It's working. It has served him well.
Got him.
But not this time.
And Choate had a throwing error to win a game for the Giants in postseason last year. He spun around and threw it down the right field line, and that was it. The ball game was over. Well, he's going to depart here after Aoki strikes out. Choate's job is done, and we'll be back.
Having a great year, and he's been red hot. Having a good road trip. 4-1 with a 3.81 ERA. And he's not going to blow you away with a lot of velocity. But he will sink and cut the fastball right around 90. He's got a curveball, slider, and a changeup. Outstanding command. And he'll throw anything at you at any time.
Duffy is 1 for 3. Giants are still a couple of hitters away from getting the tying run to the plate.
Yeah, generous strike for that little backdoor sinker. And immediately Duffy's in a hole.
So, boy, he's kind of quick, isn't he? When he stops and all of a sudden, boom, the ball's on you.
Well, he's got a real quick delivery. I mean, that's very quick arm action. Short armor. And he showed you 2 pitches, a fastball changeup combination, and they were lethal. And we always talk about how deceptive Yusmeiro Petit is with his motion because he's a short arm. He has a short arm delivery, and that type of arm action is deceptive. And Maine is the same exact type of arm action. Just gets on you quick. You expect more than what you're going to get. Not an easy arms action to get time to.
Knocked down by Molina. It's 2-2. Double play ball. And that'll end the inning. 9th inning coming up. Experts.
Mike Broadway, the new pitcher now for the Giants. 9th game that he's been in. 2.89 ERA for Broadway. Just 7 hits allowed and 9 1/3. Hard thrower. You're going to see some high 90s velocity. Hard slider.
Here's Greg Garcia facing Mike Broadway.
Now, you've known this guy for a while. Dave Garcia, a grandfather. And why is Dave Garcia important?
This is popped foul and Duffy over. And he's the man.
This is Greg Garcia, the grandson of Dave Garcia, who was a big league manager and a manager of yours in the minor leagues, a guy we've known forever and one of the really great baseball men that we've met in our lives. And here's his grandson.
Played in the big leagues 14 games last year. Here he shoots this one on the ground to Belt. And Belt's going to retire Greg Garcia.
Well, he was a manager, but he was not the manager that got the most out of you when it comes to the long ball. We are going to celebrate the anniversary of my partner, who stepped up. Jeff Torborg was his manager. 1977, Steve Stone, the Cy Young Award winner, on the hill. And my partner did this. And took the trot around the bags, and partner, a very stylish trot.
Boy, I packed him in that day, didn't I?
Now, what do you remember about that?
Well, I remember Buddy. I remember the guy. All the guys came out of the dugout. Eckersley in the blue jacket. Jimmy Warfield in the white shirt. Yeah, good stuff. Didn't really dig it that much, so I decided not to hit another one.
All you need is one.
Going more for ground rule doubles.
Hit one homer, you're a home run hitter. That's how it works.
High and deep to right. It is off of archway number one. Is Carpenter, I think, thought he had one as he'll go into second base.
Goes down and golfs a breaking ball. So he wasn't waiting around for Mike Broadway. He was just up there looking at the first strike he could get. This goes in right over the plate at the knees. And as soon as Carpenter hits it, he starts measuring.
Yeah, this is the shortest part in this park, is to go right down that right field line. And of all the home runs that Barry Bonds hit in this ballpark, I can think of only one or two where he hit right down the line. But that looked like it was gone right there.
Yeah, just a little short. What a one-hop double. He'll take it.
Here's Piscotty, who's 3 for 3. And that's a foul back.
So just to finish up on your home run, did you know it was gone when you hit it?
No, I did not. I did not. Nor should I have.
So what did you get to save anything from that from the home run? I mean, did you still have the bat or the ball? Or
I have all of it.
Bat, ball, what else?
Everything.
The seat that it hit?
I have the stadium. They put the stadium in my backyard. There's a fastball high, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, where do you have the seat?
It's in my office now after the kids got it out of the attic. Speed up. Man, look, that was an old stadium. It was an old seat. It's even older now. Here's the 1-1 to Piscotty. Ball back. He takes a good healthy rip.
He does. But I mean, how did you get the seat? Did you barter it away with the grounds crew guys?
They gave it to me when I got traded to the Giants. They said, "Here, take the seat. Good riddance."
Well, it found a good home. Did you have it redone and shined up or something?
Did not. It's exactly the same.
What was the number on the seat? Did they have seat numbers?
I don't know. They put a plaque over top of it. I think where the number was. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But I want to go back to Greg Garcia. You know how I feel about his grandfather, who is, I believe, Dave is in his mid-90s. And 94. Dave, born and raised in East St. Louis. And he tells us, and I believe him, that he has probably seen more ball players than anybody alive. As this is driven to right. Piscotty got both cheeks into this one, and he's 4 for 4. That's going to knock in Carpenter, and Piscotty's at third with a triple.
We talked about a big guy liking the inside pitch, and the only way you can like that pitch is if you've got an inside-out approach. And this is what we've seen from Piscotty that's been impressive. They're going inside. This thing leaks out over the plate, but still, he inside outs, and he just puts a backspin charge into it. Beautiful swing. And that is a confident swing.
So here's Peralta. Giants will play the infield in. It's 5-0. But getting back to Dave Garcia, he also told us that he thinks that he's probably seen more Hall of Famers that have since passed away than that are alive. How about that?
Well, that's saying something.
There's a pitch up and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. But a good man, Dave Garcia, and his grandson, we just watched make the first out here in the ninth.
But the thing about Dave Garcia, when you have a conversation with him, and we'd have one every year going down to San Diego, we have not seen him this year. He has not been to the ballpark this year. But in your conversations with Dave, his recall is total.
Yeah.
And when you start talking about games, he'll start telling you what the starting lineups were for both teams.
In A-ball, back in the 3I League when he was in Wisconsin. 2-1 pitch. Here it is to Peralta. There's a strike. It's 2-2.
He got me talking about a team in 1975 in the Texas League in Midland. Oh, yeah, Jerry Tabb at first base and Bill Hoosman. He was a good ball player at second base. And whatever happened to that shortstop, Mike Simber? And he just goes on and on. And it wasn't even his team.
No.
He was the manager of the AA club that year in El Paso, the Angels.
Shallow right field. Bird's coming in. He'll make the catch. Piscotty has to stay at third. And that'll bring up Hayward. Tuivialala.
Sam Tuivialala, hard thrower, former shortstop. Might get a chance to see him working in the ninth.
And the other thing about Dave Garcia is, and I'm surprised the Giants, when Dave was more available, didn't really pick his brain. He managed all the Giants that came up through the system in the 60s in the minor leagues. Off of Broadway, and this is going to be a base hit, and it's going to knock in Piscotty. So it's 6-0. So Hayward laid in the weeds on the first pitch. And the hitter will be Molina. But Dave can tell you stories about Cepeda and that whole group that came up through the system. Molina is 2 for 4. 13 hits now for the Cardinals as there's a strike. On the ground to Duffy, and that'll end the inning. So Broadway gives up a couple of runs, makes the job for the Giants a little tougher. It's 6-0 and repair experts.
So Sam Tuivialala, the new pitcher, and he's off to a great start. Hard thrower, as we mentioned, a former shortstop converted to a pitcher. And you'll see high 90s and at times even 100-mile-an-hour velocity on the fastball. Our first look at him, he's got a changeup and a slider, or so we've been told. 6 walks in the 10 innings.
So the Cardinals looking for a clean inning to get off the field and think about tomorrow. Belt is 1 for 2 with a walk. And he takes outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Six runs, 13 hits for the Cardinals. No runs, 6 hits for the Giants. His Belt takes low and away, 2 balls and no strikes.
Tuivialala has 8 straight scoreless appearances out of the bullpen. He was recalled from Memphis, their AAA club, where he had 16 saves. He was a PCL All-Star.
And a strike.
You just kind of expect it from the Cardinal organization when you see somebody come out of their minor league system, especially a reliever. He's going to have some flame.
Well, he just took a little off to get that in at 97. 3-2.
Rally cap time.
Belt fouls it out of play. 98 in on his hands. So a mild right ankle sprain for Lance Lynn. Three and two. And Belt out swinging. So disappointing for Belt. He was ahead in the count 3-0. So eventually you know that you're going to get some fastballs in the strike zone. So this little girl ended up with the souvenir, I believe.
Well, we hope she did.
Bird is 0 for 3. Strikeout, ground ball, and a fly ball. And this is rolled foul.
Tomorrow it's going to be Chris Heston taking the ball for Bruce Bochy. And he faces Jaime Garcia. It's going to be a lot of ground balls in that game. Both guys sinker ballers. You would expect.
And this is popped up and out of play. He's got a couple of balls. What's up with that?
Well,
and the little girl on the left not happy. Strike 3 call. Bird's going on. I don't think so.
Let's take a look at it. Yeah, well, pitcher strike.
So here's Blanco. Blanco singled in the 7th inning. And here, not wasting any time as he fouls this one straight back. So the way this one is going, the Giants now are hoping that the Cubs can come up with some magic tonight in Southern California.
No, you're right. There'll be big John Lester fans around 7 o'clock tonight.
0-2.
That's a good slider right there. You can see why Tui Vailoala is a guy that they are high on just by watching the fastball and the breaking ball alone.
And Blanco's going to dump one into left field to extend this game for Kelby Tomlinson.
2-hit day for Blanco.
Giants need a bat boy. Let's go.
Somebody sleeping on the job?
Yeah, come on. So, sometimes you need 2 or 3 to get the job done. So here's Tomlinson. And he takes way outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Tuivailala went to Aragon High School here in San Mateo. Yes, he went. All right, did he go? Let's take a look. Yeah, it's the gray area. Some you get, some you don't.
So it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Look out.
Susac to follow should Tomlinson extend the inning. 3-1.
Andrew Susac would like to have one more shot.
And the walk.
So the Giants making some noise here with a couple of outs. Power on power right here.
Susac takes a call strike. It's 0-1. 4 runs in the 5th inning is the inning that did the most damage against the Giants here this afternoon. 0-2. Blanco at second. Tomlinson at first. And that's the ball game. So, game 2 in this 3-game series goes to the Cardinals. And it was Lance Lynn who was really good today. And the Giants, once they got behind, could not catch up.
Well, you're right. You get down 4 runs to Lance Lynn, who's been on a roll this whole year, and it's a tough comeback. So, Giants, they fall and have one more chance tomorrow against these Cardinals. They could win this series with a win tomorrow, and that's what you have to look forward to.
So, final score. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Giants nothing. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews in the wrap. That's going to start right now.